Hey everybody, wherever you're watching from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we're back in the Alchemist of Ars Magna to continue our playthrough. And last time we finally unlocked like a new farming map, so I did some farming off stream, just a little bit. And I was able to upgrade most of everyone's equipment. So the entire team is like all tricked out apart from Sasha, because for whatever reason Sasha's first available immediate upgrade requires materials we still don't have access to. We can technically craft the rubies, but it's like pretty expensive because we would have to go for because we're able to farm for the white barrel, but we would have to craft the Heliodor, the tourmaline, and then the ruby, so that's a bit much. But also the spirit liquid is just not available to us at all, so the entire team, apart from Sasha, is like upgraded now. And I even went out of my way to like upgrade Fren and Maltina's stuff too. And I could have gone for, like I said, we could craft the ruby technically, so I could have maybe even pushed it further and gotten the fairy blade and the noble conductor. But I was like, I was doing like other things as well off stream, so I didn't really have time to like do the dead-ass farming on this game. So skipped out on that, but I have everyone on their next best equipment upgrade, because again, like their B level upgrade is like locked behind materials we don't have access to. Namtar is like almost fully tricked out, because I have her with the Dark Demon Cutter, and she's gonna do a lot of damage. It also turns out she has a black chainsaw. I don't know why they have a chainsaw here, but that is an upgrade path. But we're not gonna go for that. I'm probably gonna just go directly to the S weapon over here, the Dark Ash Double Axe. Once we get access to the materials, which are Damascus Ore and Holy Amethyst and King's Water, we don't have access to any of that, so I had to stop at this one. But yeah, technically I could have gone for these two, for Maltina and Friend, but I just did not have the time to like do the whole farming a lot of white barrel and then crafting Heliodor, tourmaline, and then ruby, because I would have also needed to farm the other map for the spiritual mercury that I would need to do the crafting as well. So yeah, that would have been a lot of time. So instead, so we're sticking with this. And in this story, we had the reveal of like Agrippa apparently being Nikolai, who was also one of the three great alchemists of their time. We have like Faust, Albertus, and Nikolai, who's now Agrippa. There were already like a lot of. Actually, I don't know if there were a lot of hints, but there were very obvious hints that Agrippa was kind of involved with Faust and Albertus somehow. So that wasn't very surprising, which is fine. The slightly more surprising thing is the other reveal, which was that Arya is also adopted, apparently. So we'll see where we go from here. It turns out there's also like a three-way battle going on. Hey, Steel. Thanks. There's also apparently like a three-way battle going on where I guess it makes sense because like the three of them had like a falling out, but basically the quicksand that was stopping the expedition was made by Kibe with the help of Albertos, because Albertos thinks that the expedition is not ready to go. So Albertos is actually stopping the expedition, but also at the same time stopping Agrippa. So there's like three different parties, or three different interests that are like colliding here, and we're kind of caught up in it. Hey Spar. So now I think the plan here with this story is like we have to go meet with Kibe I would be surprised if this is where we get the Earth element origin, because I don't think it's actually the time for that activity. But we will see what they're gonna do here. But if we manage to get the Earth element origin from Kibe in this one, then that leaves Apsu and Shamash as the last ones we haven't gotten like the element origins for. So we'll see how that plays out. Also, not related to the game, but the stream, I finally figured out, or I have finally fixed the the stream robot issue with YouTube. So I don't have the fuck ass setup where I have like 3 chat windows on my second monitor blocking OBS now. The unified chat is like working again. I kind of had a feeling what was actually causing it, but I just couldn't prove it, and I also wouldn't have known how to fix it. But it's fixed now, so that's good. I don't have to have like additional windows for all 3 chats at the same time anymore, thank God. Anyway, let's continue on with the main story here. Oh, we're just jumping into the map. Okay. Oh, there's water on the other side? Interesting. There's water on the other side, okay. I guess this is not like, we're not actually going deeper into to ore. Is this 2-way all the way through? Okay, we're gonna go around the trap here. But yeah, everyone's damage is like jacked up now since I have everyone's damage is like jacked up now because I have the I've upgraded everyone's equipment.
Oh, 見つけた。よし、この調子でいこう。
Ooh, Goldor. Then we'll go around to this. Crest of Lizard, okay.
お、見つけた。
私たちならやれて当然なのだわ。頑張ったご褒美はお菓子がいいな。
Okay, that Goldor is gonna help.
なんか拾ったぞ。
Tourmaline, okay.
錬金術の奥義は戦いにも通じているんだ。
ふう、疲れたの。なんか拾ったぞ。
おお、見つけた。
大丈夫だぞ。敵の匂い消えた。ここなら安心して休めるのだわ。
They were walking on a flat surface right below a massive dune. Henry tripped over something and fell dramatically. Henry, are you alright?
平気だから。
Anyway, Henry, what did you trip on?
地中に硬いものがあって。
Henry pointed to where she fell. He brushed the sand off a little and found a lump that looked like a dull ore. What is this? Finding something aside from sand in the desert is rare.
ねえシュン、少し揺れてない？それに気のせいかその石が震えているような。
Shin looked down at the rock after being mentioned by Sans, but by the time the vibrations from the ground were already too big to ignore. What?
何かがせり上がってくるの。みんな危ない、下がって。
As if an explosion happened underground, a sand pillar suddenly it rose. Something huge appeared from the thick gust of dust. That's...
レプガンと教授のドローンが観測したのと同じ反応。
So that means that's Kiba's main body. Wait, what? She was a giant land turtle clad with bumpy scales made of rocks. Her shell was covered with large trees, making her appear like an island. Wait, are you serious? That's Kibe? Kibe just randomly shows up? Okay.
私がつまずいたのはキュベの体の一部だったのだわ。
Origin of Earth, Kibe, we've come here to speak with you. Can you stop the quicksand so our expedition team can move forward? In addition to that, can you give us the primordial element? Oh, you're asking for it now, bro. You're crazy. You're asking for it right now? I feel like that's not... Oh my god. Kiba responded with a roar filled with rage. Her cries gave him goosebumps. Feeling the pressure sinking to the bottom of his stomach, he could not continue his words.
あいつやる気、喧嘩売ってる。話を聞くつもりはないよね。
Are you serious? Dog. We're gonna fight right now? Why? Oh my gosh, the test seemed to not have worked. Wait, are you serious? Wait. I thought I fixed it. I could have sworn I fixed it. I could have sworn it's like working now. Nah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It should be working properly, bro. Ain't no way. Are you serious? I'm pretty sure it's like Oh my god, it... Huh? What the... Because I've already identified what was like stopping it. That is so weird that it would like stop working like that again. What the f... Huh? What? I fixed it the other day. Dude. Oh my god, bro. God damn it, man. Let's see. Like, I tested it and everything. I even like talked to the people over at the streamer bot Discord, and like I thought we figured out what was like stopping it, and like we already tested it too, and like it worked the last time. It worked like the other day, so I don't know why it's broken again. Like what the... Unless... Hold on. No, that's... It's worked... That makes no sense, dude. Why did it break again? Hold on. No, but like the other one should not have stopped. The other one should have went through, so hold on, let me just take a screenshot here, because I need to like show this. I need to like screenshot this because like I don't know why it broke again, considering I tested it already the other night and it was working. Man. Okay. Well, I have to like rearrange these chat windows again. Because otherwise I'm not gonna see any messages. I mean, like, it's not your fault. I really don't know why it would break again, considering, you know, like me and the people over the StreamerBot Discord already like identified the problem and then tested it, and it was working when I did the test. When we did the test the other night, so like I don't know why it would break again. It makes no sense to me. So, you know, at this point, it's like, bruh. Okay, well, back to the 3 chat windows for now, I guess. And I'm just gonna go to the Discord again later after the stream, like show them the screenshots of the thing not working. But, well, I guess there's like one option I could do, but it's like, it's annoying to have to do all the time. It's kind of annoying to do all the time, and I don't know if like it's gonna break something if I'm doing it already when I'm already streaming. Fuck it. You know what? Yeah, I'll just talk to them again. I'll just show them screenshots of it like not working again. And we'll try and figure out like what was going on. Anyway, back to what we were doing here. Is this the test? Or is she trying to send us back through the force? Either way. Shinrai's gauntlet. They knew something like this was going to happen. If Kibe was blocking their path, they had to prove their strength by defeating this fortress-like god. Let's go. Okay, well, we have to fight Kibe. She has... Okay, she has the most HP I've seen in this game. 12,000. Fuck. Oh my god. That's a lot. She's immune to earth. Weak to wind. Oh, she's resistant to physical, slightly. Crap. Okay. That's not good. Do you have any... Actually, she's not resistant to light. She's just normal to light. Okay. Excuse me. Celis is all physical at this point, so probably just go for support here. And then is she weak to wind? Oh my god, yeah. Okay, our damage leader is gonna be Namtar here. You saw that 1,670 damage she just did? Bro. Oh my god. She's resistant to fire slightly. So Arya is also kind of not gonna do anything here. I need Namtar to do like a big crit to chunk some damage again. Did some of my attacks just do no damage at all, bro? What the well, she's really tanky, but she's not really doing that much damage to us. So that's good, I guess.
大丈夫だぞ。敵の匂い消えた。
Ooh, Fairy Claw. Kiba's strength lies in her rugged outer shell and scales. Normal attacks wouldn't do her any damage. Even with Shin and Cells formed blades of the hardest degree, they would only scrape the surface. They would have to break through her defense somehow. They came up with a quick conclusion and prepared the strategy.
シンたちがキュベの注意を引きつけてくれてる。今なら。
Henry placed the hook on a tree that grew on Kibe and leaped onto her shell. Placing her hands on the hardened surface, she extended her threads from her claws.
キュベの防御を成功法で砕くのは難しい。けれど、内側に直接ダメージを与えることができれば。
The trees on her shell provided a clue. Those trees were alive, which meant that it was getting nutrients from Kibe. That means there was a path for the roots inside its hard shell. Searching for the cracks on her shell, Henry maneuvered her wires with her fingers.
見つけた。ワイヤークロー。
Henry slipped her thread with the hook onto Kibe. The thread wriggled and coiled like a living creature around her inner organs. Ugh!
よっしゃ。
The hooks were fixed, and using her wires like a lever, she lifted a portion of her shell. The carapace, which took almost no damage, was now being pried off by thin threads.
見事な起点。さすがはエンリ君だ。次は私に任せるよ。
Seeing Henry separate from the shell, the Major raised her combat prosthetic arm.
HE 弾ファイヤー。
A highly explosive bullet was fired from her arm. With perfect aim, it landed precisely on the shell part that Henry tore off. Now, attack at once! They all aimed at the exposed weak spot. Kiba tried to defend herself, but their movements were faster than she could handle. Ari manipulated the currents with her spiral circuit and sped up the members up front and changed their trajectory in the air. On the slower side, Kiba was unable to keep up with their rapidly changing movements.
そこまでじゃ。
Suddenly, they spotted a girl with baggy robes standing on top of the shell. Right before his blade reached her, Shin stopped his movements. Kibe.
我じゃ。その辺でいいじゃろ。お主らの力は十分見せてもらった。これ以上続けたら自慢の盆栽が焼けてしまうわ。盆栽？あの木のことかしら。
With that said, they had no more reason to continue fighting. Being convinced, they went back to the ground as Kibe followed.
その体、また作ったんですね。以前の体は破壊者に壊されてしもうたからの、リソースを使って新たにこしらえたんじゃ。ところって。
Kibe halted her words once before taking a gander around the group.
今日はあの者はおらぬのか？
You mean... If it's Misonia, you mean, she's not part of this expedition. She was previously injured and is getting well in the academy.
なんじゃつまらぬの。若者に試練をと、せっかく老骨に鞭打ったというに。
Test it out.
では、やはり試練だったのですね。この戦いは。そして私たちは勝ったの。試練ならやり遂げたはずなのだわ。
Does that mean we gained the authority to keep going?
そう話を急ぐでない。アルベルトスが言わなんだか。 教会に向かうにはお主らはまだ時期尚早だと。
はい、確かに父さんはそんなことを言ってました。
We are not fully prepared according to him. Does it have to do with the primordial elements?
そのくらいは頭が回るようじゃな。そう、五行の資源のエレメントと賢者の石、それが巡礼の最低条件じゃよ。
Okay, so even after getting Kibis, we can't proceed anyway because we would still need to get Apsu and Shamash. Lady Kibe, you're an origin, therefore the primordial element must be here.
そのための試練じゃもの。まあ、その点お主らは合格じゃな。話の続きは場所を移そうかい。
Kiba's main body, the land turtle, bent its forelimbs and leaned forward. It seemed to be gesturing them to get on.
何をしておる。ほれ、さっさと来のか。急がぬと夜になってしまうぞ。
Yeah, alright. Still puzzled, they went after her avatar that jumped on the shelf first. After Kiba put them on her back, they began heading east. Despite rushing them earlier, she moved slowly as the sun began to set beyond the mountainous horizon. 2 hours must have passed in the night desert. After passing through mountain range like dunes, they all gasped at the sight that appeared below them.
すごい、砂漠のオアシス。
I never knew there was a place like this in the desert.
どうじゃ、なかなかのリゾートじゃろう。ここだけは侵食されぬよう我が守っておったのじゃぞ。
Amazing, I think we can use this as a base. Getting off the back of the land turtle, they all cheered at the refreshing oasis. It's been a while since they last saw natural greens. The water in the fountain was clear and was good enough to drink.
皆の者、疲れたであろう。今日のところはここで体を休めてゆくのが良いぞ。
そうしたいのは山々なのだわ。でもサーシャ、本体との連絡は？
先ほど道路を介して行いました。状況は伝えています。
アグリッパやアルベルトス様とのことも報告しているのね。
破壊者やカイマの動きに注意しつつ、あと2日は駐屯を続けると。
So I guess it'd be no problem if we take a break here.
本体のみんなが砂漠に駐屯しているのに、私たちだけオアシスなんて、ちょっと申し訳ないけどね。
ハルモニア派の方々は危険な任務にその身を投じられた。このくらいは正当な報酬と言っても差し支えないでしょう。
休むのも仕事のうちじゃぞ。
キュベ様がそうおっしゃるなら、私、食事の支度するね。
No!
手伝うわ。香辛料は控えめにね、ありよ。
Has there seen yet? No, not yet. We're about to, I think.
温まるのに。
Arya, your level is like sweating beads level of hot. Getting worried, Shin started to head their way. That was when Kibe grabbed his collar and stopped him with her staff.
これ、お前はこっちじゃ。まだ用が済んでおらんじゃろ。
What business? Freaking hard right now. Breaks only during project compilation. I got you. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I understand. Because it's like Thursday. Or actually, I don't know if it's Thursday where you are. But yeah, I know you always like arrive around the time when you're probably like watching me in the background while you're working, right? So I understand. It's fine.
無論契約じゃ。資源のエレメントが欲しいのじゃろ。
Ah, so we're having the ceremony now? Freaking.
お主さえ良ければ、じゃがの。
Kiba's tone had subtle undertones. She must have already been aware that Shin knew how to do the ceremony to form the contract. Yep, okay. Lady Kiva, can we do it where others aren't watching?
仕方ないの。世話の焼ける坊やじゃ。
Wait, she was actually... I knew it was like kind of a bad idea for them to try and do it, you know, while there were other people there too. So I was like wondering, surely they're not gonna get the element right now. But okay, we're actually getting the element right now, bro. Shin whispered to her. Kiba smirked before turning to the others.
そういうわけじゃから、我とシンは外す。皆の者は体を休めるなり、食事の用意なり、好きにしておるとよいぞ。
Ronan's watching.
私たちも儀式についていってはダメなの？
Oh no! Sorry, Henry.
ちょっと怪しいのだわ。心配するな。料理の匠はナムタルがやる。
ナムタルちゃん、今毒味って言った？
Right now. Ooh, okay. The girls began to argue. Watching them from the corner of his eye, Shin ran away from the scene with Kibe. The next morning, Shin woke up oddly refreshed. It was almost hard to believe he was part of a dust expedition. Refreshed, huh? Yeah, sure. Crawling out of the tent along the oasis, he washed his face in the clear water.
その様子じゃと、よく眠れたようじゃの。
Oh, Lady Kibe. Good morning.
調子はどうじゃ、坊や。お主の中には、もう鹿と地のエレメントが宿っているはずじゃが。
Yeah, I can sense the potential of the Philosopher's Stone rising. With this, we can deal with the enemies like the Destroyer and Cinderella.
ダストへの耐性も増しておるはずじゃ。この調子でエレメントを集めてゆけば、やがては完全に適用することも夢物語ではあるまい。それがアスタルテの願い？
For Henry and everyone. Hearing them talk, the rest of them came out of the tent. Kiba took a look at the girls before turning away. Shin later realized her gaze was directed toward the border where Astarte was said to be.
重要なのは、賢者の石をどう扱うかじゃ。賢者の石はその使いようによっては、ソシエを救いも滅ぼしもするからの。
The Philosopher's Stone can destroy Sosia?
アスタルテは賢者の石の完成を目指し、エンリとナムタルをソシエに使わした。それは確かなはずじゃ。しかし、現在のアスタルテには2つの層がある。キャツに完成した賢者の石が届いた時どうなるか、我にも予想がつかん。
Two sides? I have two sides, bro? Like fucking what?
2つの層？アスタルテは今どういう状態なの？
Henry's question was something everyone had in mind. As if Kiba was expecting those words, she nodded firmly.
元よりお主らには教えるつもりじゃ。それを知る資格、義務があるゆえな。
As she spoke, Kiba raised her large staff. A ripple effect appeared in the skies above the oasis. Lady Kiba, what are you doing?
見るがよい。我の術で蜃気楼を生じさせた。これは教会で今起こっている実際の出来事じゃ。
What appeared in the mirage was a huge cocoon floating in the darkness. Without an exact comparison, the exact size of the cocoon was unknown, but it was tremendously large enough to cover the sky. Oh, that looks advanced as hell. What the fuck? And then there's like a cocoon over here? Is this... Where the hell is this? The cocoon was contaminated by the dust and had splotches of black on various spots.
まさか、あれがアスタルテだというの
Is Astarte inside that cocoon? But why is it...
よく見よ。眉はただ宙に浮かんでおるわけではない。 目を凝らせば眉がオーズの穴を塞いでおるのがわかるはずじゃ。
It's sort of being safe from all the warriors. Only wasn't times. I had no idea. Bruh. A hole in ore? Shin noticed after being told by Keibe. There was a hole in the void. The cocoon was not only floating, but served as a plug for the hole. Cracks were running around it as dust seeped out from time to time. That was the boundary. Shin realized that was the wall that separated Sosie from ore.
もう20年近く前になろうか。教会で起こった異変によってあの大穴は生まれた。放っておいては大量のダストがこちら側に流れ込んでソシエは滅亡してしまっていたじゃろう。ゆえにアスタルテはああして自らの体を眉に包み大穴を防ぐ石としたのじゃ。残念ながら亀裂から流入するダストすべてを防ぐには至らなかったのじゃがの。
それがオブリビオンが活性化した理由だったのですね。アスタルテは今日までその身を挺してこの世界を守ってくれていたのね。
No one could take their eyes off the giant cocoon floating in the mirage. That image was like a manifestation of her will to sacrifice herself to protect Sosie.
眉の中でアスタルテは少しずつダストの侵食を受けておる。今キャツがどんな状態かは我にも計り知れぬが、送信と過信という異なる層が入り混じっておると考えられる。
Imagine if it was reversed, there was a giant space vacuum cleaner. If it was actually just sucking the dust out of Sosie instead, man.
送信と過信、相反するあり方が戦っていると？私はきっと送信としてのアスタルテに使わされたのだわ。
Then Namtar was sent by Astarte as a heinous god? Not just everything? Oh. He just sucked the entire world. Suddenly hearing her name called, Namtar batted her eye.
おそらくはの、守護者としての送信が表に出ておるときはソシエへのダストの流入を妨げ、過信の属性に支配されておるときには大規模侵食を引き起こしもする。今のアスタルテはそうした不安定な状態なのじゃよ。
水のオリジンアプスーはアスタルテが過信になったと言っていたけれど、
それは一面的な理解じゃな。アプスはソシエの環境を保つことを至上とするゆえ、アスタルテを警戒していたのじゃろうが。
The Philosopher's Stone can either save or destroy Sosie, which means...
賢者の石は眉の中のアスタルテを目覚めさせる。覚醒したアスタルテが送信なのか過信なのか、それはソシエの未来を左右する事象となるであろう。
The future of Sosie would be affected by the Philosopher's Stone. Understanding the importance of this possibility, Shin was once again shocked.
それにじゃ、アスタルテが目覚めれば眉は失われる。我らにはあの眉に代わる壁が必要なのじゃ。
壁？オーズとソシエを隔てて侵食を防ぐほどの壁なんて。
できぬじゃろ。今の錬金術体系では開祖の奇跡を再現することは不可能じゃ。故に準備不足、時期尚早と言った。
But with the Philosopher's Stone, Shin began to understand the purpose of the Philosopher's Stone. The power to turn dust into resources, the ultimate form to make that happen. The completed Philosopher's Stone may be able to create a new wall to cover the hole in the border. Using the dust, we can build a wall that won't be eroded by the dust.
それじゃ、故に我はお主に資源のエレメントを託した。
Kibe beamed happily as Shin finally reached the answer. After waving her staff once again, the mirage faded and turned back into the dusty sky.
さて、ならばもうお主らがすることはわかるな。
ソシエに戻って残りのエレメントを集める。壁を作るための術式や開祖の奥義も研究しなくちゃ。
急ぐがよい。残された時間は多くはない。アスタルテの層が過信へと傾こうとしておる。いつ前回以上の大規模侵食が起こってもおかしくはないぞ。
本体と合流しましょう。このことを学長たちにも伝えなくては。
Yeah, it was still worth coming all the way out here. Blurred by a cloud of dust, they could no longer see the skies of the border. Currently, it would be nearly impossible for them to reach Astarte without corroding. But at that moment, they knew what needs to be done. The expedition was worth it. Shin understood the importance of the purpose of the Philosopher's Stone that resided in him. While Harmonia College was being informed by Kiba at the Oasis, the main expedition team also succeeded in observing the border using their techniques. They captured signs of the concentrated dust sweeping out from the cocoon at the border, and each team began preparing to withdraw.
学長、侵食現象の前線は24時間以内に到達する見込みです。隊の損害を防ぐにはすぐにも撤収を始めるべきかと。
ハルモニア派がまだ戻っておらん。彼らを孤立させるわけにはいかぬよ。
学長にはいざとなれば非常な決断をする覚悟がおありか。
遠征隊全体の安全のためハルモニア派を捨てる覚悟かね。
セレスティアーナ王女を生かせたことを後悔しておられなければよいな。
セレスは自らの意志で七に赴いた。あの子を誇りに思いこそすれ、後悔などするものかよ。
To the sudden impolite statements, Faust's tone turned stern. Without being upset, Professor Johann eyes Faust.
この遠征には国の総力を注いでいます。それが教会にたどり着くこともできず逃げ帰ったと知れば、民はさぞ落胆するでしょうな。
何が言いたいのかね。
分かっているはずだ。教会のあの眉を見ればソシエの救済にビジョンが必要だと。ハルモニア派のような理想主義に肩入れしている場合ではないと。
理想主義か。そなたにはやはりハルモニア派を認める気はないようだな。しかしヨハンよ、送信との調和を歌う理想もまた一つのビジョンなのだ。
They reached the border? I don't think they did. I think they just, they probably used the drone. They probably used the drone or like some other method to try and, see what's happening at the border. Because they're obviously still stuck, right? They still can't reach the border because Kibe, I think, is still putting up the quicksand around them. So they still can't move forward. But they kind of have an idea of what's happening as well. They kind of saw, through their own means, what Kibe showed the other team.
そなたがそなたのやり方に矜持を持っているのはわかる。しかしな、ハルモニア派もマルドゥック派もソシエを救わんとする志は同じであろう。
異なる学派が切磋琢磨し、互いを高め合う。いつまでそんな悠長なことをしていられるか、私には疑問ですが。
With that said, Professor Johann turned away.
ヨハン教授。
失礼。議論はまたの機会としましょう。私は道路を指揮し、周辺の紹介に向かいます。
わかった。頼むぞ、ヨハン。
Sent off by Faust, Johann left the scene. The quicksand around the area began to subside, but on the contrary, the dust concentration and the appearances of the ash demon started to increase. Luckily, Professor Gunt's drones were tracking them down, so the damage was kept to a minimum. However, if the dust contamination was going to get worse, they would need to be more alert. This world set in a nature diorama and some dust river clouds dome broken? Possibly. When you get like zoom outs of the continent map, it does seem like they're in like a dust bowl, or they're like in a like an enclosed valley. So this isn't even like the entire planet, I think.
ヨハン教授、出撃ですか？
ドールを小隊規模で3回させろ。警戒線を広げるぞ。
すぐにも。すべてのドールは教授の手足です。
よろしい。
Johan nodded to the petite military officer. A smaller man by the name of Gavilan was an alchemist from the academy who later joined the military. He showed talent in controlling the dolls, so Johan took him in to be his protege. Formerly, he tried to approach Major Mauser with similar intentions, but she was too close to the royal family. It was easier for Johan to make Gavilan his loyal servant rather than converting someone loyal to the royals.
私も前線に出る。レプガント教授の位置はあそこだな。
はっ。ドローンを指揮し、周囲の警戒に当たっております。
Professor Johan left Gavilan in charge of the dolls and took Type 2 and headed toward Repgun. He climbed through the sands and up the dune before spotting Professor Repgun, who looked back with a look of relief.
おお、よかった、ヨハン教授。来てくれたか。レプガント教授、何かあったらしいな。ドローンが新たなカイマの群れをキャッチしてな。どうもあの破壊者が率いているようなのだ。アグリッパか。まさに別動隊からの報告にはあったが、まだこの付近を徘徊していたようだな。このことすでに報告したか。いや、その前に君がここに来た。ヨハン教授、案内してもらえるだろうか、レプガント教授。しかし報告はいいのか。安心したまえ。私のドールがすでにやっている。それに破壊者が何かを企んでいるならすぐに対応しなければならないだろう。
Just have someone make it for you.
わかった。こっちだ。
Professor Repgon focused on his ether gear to control the drone. That was when... What? After stumbling back a few steps, Repgon turned around, unsure of what happened. What he saw was an ominous figure of Type 2 with the blade dripping with blood.
No.
Johan didn't respond to Professor Repgon's question. Before he could say anything else, Type 2 put an end to him. What? What? Johan stared at the corpse on the ground with cold, emotionless eyes. Shin and the others later found out the main team had engaged in a battle with ash demons summoned by the destroyer. Thanks to the dolls, the destroyers were defeated, but during the battle, Professor Repgon and several others were killed. What the? In addition, Agrippa left a souvenir for the expedition team. They triggered an unprecedented oblivion they'd never seen before. An oblivion beyond the endurance of the barrier was approaching from the border where the cocoon was. The only thing the expedition could do was to wait for the Harmonia College to return. Shortly after they reunited, Faust decided to withdraw the troops. And so, first expedition to Ur that was supposed to serve as a counterattack against Ur came to an end midway. The people greeted their return with a sense of disappointment. At the same time, the oblivion in various areas started to spread. False rumors said the failure was caused due to the expedition interfering with the operation of the sun. No one knows when the land would be swallowed by the dust. This anxiety and fear in people's minds led to the distrust of the government. The end of the world was gradually inching closer. Sometime after the failed expedition to Ur, abnormal weather struck the entire Arceus continent. Oblivion occurred in various places while ash demons generated and rampaged in large numbers. People were filled with anxiety. Huh? The skies are suddenly cloudy. Oh no, is it rain? I left my laundry hanging outside. Hey, hold on, this isn't normal rain. Black rain? It's raining dust! We'll start corroding. Everyone, get indoors. Hurry. The unexpected rain of ash threw the royal capital into chaos. People were running for their lives and huddling under their roofs as if the rain mocked them. The rain intensified. In the end, the contaminated downpour did not stop for the next 2 hours. Finally, the sun peeked out and people hesitantly came out as black water trickled off the roofs. It smells like something rotten. What's going on all of a sudden? What happened to the weather station's forecast? I feel like everything's gone south since the expedition returned. I heard the protection against the dust is fading since the king made Shamash's son his property. And it's all the royal family's fault. Not only did the expedition fail, but they also made it rain ash. Rumors of the royal family's failure spread throughout the capital. The fear of the dust rain made people distrust the royal family. They began to direct their anger toward them. That was when the military, which symbolizes the power over ore, returned. Oi, the doll troops are back. Professor Johann is there too. The sight of the dolls marching in sync while dripping in ash encouraged the people. Due to the fear they felt earlier, their cheers seemed louder than usual. Johann stopped his troops in front of the crowd and took off his hood, accompanied by other officers. He responded to their cheers.
将軍、安心してほしい。王都周辺の海馬は全て打ち払った。異常気象は間もなく沈静化するだろう。ダストの脅威が王都まで届くことはもうない。
Oh, that's amazing, Professor Johann. How wonderful, Sir Johann. People rejoiced at Professor Johann's statements. Some began praying at him or blew whistles. Recently, people began considering the Martyr College and its leader, Professor Johann, heroes. People started to have high hopes for his ability to deploy dolls at various places and achieve great results. Some began saying Professor Johann should be in charge of the academy and the alchemists rather than the royal family, who seemed inept at dealing with the odd incidents.
民衆は王家の失敗を知りました。王都に降り注いだ灰の雨は彼らの不満を煽りましょう。民衆の期待はその分、あなたとマルドック派に向けられます。ドールが戦果を上げれば上げるほど、彼らは王家とマルドック派の違いを意識することになる。
あまり派手に動くな。世論の変動が激しいと不自然に見える。
あ、しかし
焦る必要はない。世論はすでにドール支持に傾いている。民衆は分かりやすい力を求めるものだ。オーズの危機を間近に感じる今こそ、ドールの存在は希望の対象となる。そう、翻ってそれは王家より。
Professor Johann smirked. His friend watched him with suspicion. Many people were going in and out of the weather station throughout the day, but it finally toned down after dark. Shin left the tower and met up with a friend who was waiting outside.
遠征が終わってからこっち、観測塔はずっとフル稼働状態が続いていますね。
Well, the oblivion is getting worse. There have been observational results saying it's caused by the temporary weakening of the sun's rays.
それ、もう王都で噂になってます。遠征の失敗で王家に責任を追及するムードになりつつありますから。
Word gets around fast.
ヨハン教授とつながりのある軍の将校が意図的に噂を流してるみたいなんです。
Friend lowered his voice. He gestured Shin over as he followed him to a secluded part of the forest.
だから、ドールとマルドック派の功績を印象づけるための演出なんですよ。王都に灰の雨が降ったのだってそうです。ヨハン教授は海馬討伐をわざと遅らせて人々の危機感を煽ったんです。
But you don't have any proof of that. As they entered the forest, Friend no longer could hide his feelings in his tone. Friend's bitterness toward his own college made Shin snicker.
そのあたり、
ヨハン教授は周到です。巧みに動いて尻尾は出さないようにしてる。でも王家を貶めて自分を上げるようなやり方はそれだけ教授が焦っているということでもありますから。
Is he going to initiate something big?
そのための準備もヨハン教授はしてると思います。
Friend looked more concerned than usual.
シンさん、僕教授の工房を探ってみるつもりです。忍び込んで不正の証拠を見つけられればマルドゥック派の暴走を止められるかもしれない。
But isn't that dangerous?
もう我慢できないんです。姉さんはまだヨハン教授を信じる気持ちがあるみたいですけど、僕は知らぬ間に悪事の片棒を担ぐなんて耐えられない。
Then I'll go too.
いえ、シンさんやハルモニア派は教授に警戒されていますから。
As if he read Shin's mind, Friend shook his head.
それに僕、これでも潜入とか気配を消すの得意なんですよ。
I don't doubt your abilities, but... Still feeling uneasy, Shin called out to Friend who smiled weakly. Please be careful. Professor Yuan won't get his way, especially if he's trying to get an upper hand over the royals.
新潟や送信アルルのこともありますよね。
Yeah. Shin recalled the sight of Type 2. During the duel in the virtual world, Type 2 spoke like a person. Shin always wondered about that. If possible, can you check Type 2's specs and the black box? I can't explain it well, but something's bothering me.
そういうことなら、新潟のことは僕も妙に感じてたんです。従来のドールと比べてあまりに進化しすぎていますから。
But no need to try too hard. If something happens, let me know. I'll rush over to help.
ありがとうございます。僕、ちょっと嬉しいです。シンさんに頼ってもらえるのって。
Really?
はい。がぜんやる気が出てきました。
I'm counting on you. Ren pretended to flex his muscles. Laughing at his gesture, Shin patted his head lightly. Oh, sorry. Did you not like it?
いえ、嫌なわけじゃ。突然だったので、驚いただけで。
Ren's face was somehow turned red as he gazed up at Shin. With his cute eyes, Shin's heart somehow skipped. Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
嬉しいです。シンさんに撫でてもらえるの。潜入任務が済んだら、また撫でてもらえますか？
Sure, that's easy for me to do.
僕、頑張りますね。それじゃあシンさん、また。
Ren's face flushed with joy. He quickly turned around and skipped away. Oh, Ren. What's wrong with me? I can't believe my ass gets a beat at Ren. Shin tilted his head, but by the time he scratched his head, Ren was hidden past the trees and nowhere to be seen. The Marduk College, the biggest college within the Kaguyasu Academy, had several workshops outside the academy grounds. Among them was Professor Johan's private workshop that only a few members knew of. Ren snuck in late at night. From the doll parts used, he had an idea where Type 2 would go for maintenance.
基調コード変換。僕の生体パターンを仮登録。これで大丈夫なはずだけど。
Ren crept through the dimly lit workshop. He held his breath as he found the silhouette of Type 2 sitting in a booth.
休眠状態。フルメンテナンス中なら認識システムも切っているはずだよね。よし、それなら。
He exited the device code shared with Type 2. Using Professor Johan's fake ID, he broke through the security.
ヨハン教授が戻ってくるまでにまだ時間がある。できるだけデータを吸い出さないと。
First thing that appeared was the most recent work log. Important data, like the black box, must be stored much deeper. Ren controlled the device and tried to trace the records. Then...
何これ。マスター司令レプガント教授の始末。
He suddenly hit the jackpot on the log. Professor Repkant was supposedly killed in battle by an ash demon in the previous expedition to Ur. If that was the work of Type 2, then...
でも何のために。そんな。
Friend started to take short breaths at the non-stop flow of information. His heart was beating so fast as he kept his eyes on the device.
そんなことって。じゃあ新潟のブラックボックスは。
Friend raised his head from the device as his body trembled in fear.
確かめないと。
Type 2 remained kneeled and silent in his booth. Friend hesitantly reached over and tried to touch the back of his neck where the spinal cord would be. That was when... The doll's unnatural manipulator grabbed hold of Friend's wrist. He tried to break free from Type 2's grasp but remained captivated with great force. Okay, my mouse died. Hold on.
完全に停止してたのに。
私が遠隔起動したのだよ、フレン。
教授。
Friend's eyes widened. Under the dim light, Professor Yuan was standing at the entrance of the workshop.
残念だったな。私の認証コードを複製したらしいが、フルメンテナンスの前にはコードを変更するようにしているのだ。古い認証コードが使用された時点で、私のモノクルに通知が来るように設定しておいた。
Wow, he has good OPSEC, okay. He fell straight into his trap. Understanding the situation, Friend gritted his teeth in frustration. Professor Yuan approached and abruptly pulled off Friend's hood.
リーベ家の関心を得るために作った銃魔だった。記憶の移植が裏目に出たか。記憶などあるから自我で育てて造物種に逆らおうとする。
どういう意味？
リーベ家は王家に連なる貴族だ。私がマルドゥック派を立ち上げ、活動資金や軍とのコネを得るにはその援助が必要だったものでね。リーベ家のご令嬢が私の助手を務めるほど錬金術師の才能を表したのは嬉しい誤算だったが、
そのために僕を生み出したのか。感謝の気持ちで姉さんの心を縛り付けて。
君たちは随分私に尽くしてくれた。だがそれもそろそろご破産のようだね。そうだ、最後にもう少し役立ってもらおうか。
何を。
Brent's expression turned from rage to horror. Professor Yuan shifted his monocle that projects a spell aiming for Friend's forehead.
今まで君にはマルチナ君と兄弟ごっこをさせていたが、本来のマスターは私なのだ。今からそのことを思い出させてやる。
Friend tried to escape from Johann, but Type 2's restraints were too strong and would not let him go. A painful cry echoed throughout Professor Johann's workshop. Though the cries never reached the ears of anyone besides the owner of the workshop. Morning classes came to an end as Shin strolled around the campus with Enri. The courtyard was filled with scholars during lunch. I feel like it's been a while since we last attended class.
遠征やその後始末でずっと大変だったもの。近頃やっと少し落ち着いてきたのだわ。
According to the weather station, the Oblivion seems to be slowing down. Until a few days ago, they were all on high alert, ready for any unexpected incident to occur. The Harmonia College was ready to take action, but yesterday the administration informed them that the alert was lifted. Well, we can't lower our guard yet.
サーシャや軍は警戒を続けているのでしょ？
That's why we can't waste our given time. We have to formulate experiments and meet the origins as soon as possible.
やることは山積みなの。
And that was when Shin spotted Friend hiding behind the pillar. Ever since he said he was going undercover, he hasn't heard from him. Shin rushed over, surprised to see him. Friend.
あ、シンさん。こんにちは。
Hello. I was worried since I didn't hear from you. Was everything okay?
はい、僕は元気です。
Friend tilted his head to the side a bit before smiling normally. To his response, Shin felt a little thrown off.
それで、どうだったの？
何が？
フレンはヨハン教授の調査をしていたのでしょ？
ああ、そのこと。だったら何の問題もなかったよ。ヨハン教授の工房を探ったけど、怪しいものは何も出なかった。
Really?
はい。ドールに関するデータと、ダスト対策の論文がまとめられていただけです。
What about Type 2?
ログを洗いましたけど、おかしなところはありませんでした。
Shin felt suspicious of his indifferent tone. Friend was eager to expose Professor Yuan's wrongdoing, but would it be so easy to let his suspicion slide with one investigation? Shin began to question Friend's sudden attitude change.
僕、姉さんに呼ばれているので。
Ah, yeah, okay. See you.
また今度なの。
The two watched Friend run off. What do you think, Enri?
フレンの様子、ちょっとおかしかった気がするの。うまく言えないのだけど。
Do you think something happened while going undercover?
脅されてるような雰囲気ではなかったけど。
Even though Friend said that, I can't erase my suspicion for Professor Johan. Still, without any evidence, it would backfire on them if they bring it up randomly. Shin felt uncomfortable, but had no choice but to let his suspicions slide. Okay, Sasha's left. Oh, but we still have the others. Okay. Oh, that was a big jump. 60.4 to 65%. What the? That is such a big... Well, to be fair, that was actually pretty long after the battle. Oh, we have a new farming map. The desert. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go back to farming off stream. And this one drops Spiritual Mercury as a special reward too. Okay, well, let's do the side stories first. Sonia is still recovering. Shin and Arya decide to leave the academy in search of medicine to cure dust corruption. Harmonia College and Martha College have long since been rivals. Regardless, Shin decides to break that barrier to deepen his relationship with the Maltina. What? Oh, she. Okay, I think I'll do this one first. Yeah, this one's easier. Excuse us.
どうぞ。
As Shin and Arya entered the hospital room, Miss Sonia was sitting up on her bed. There appeared to be some academic books on her lap that she had been reading.
お加減はどうですか？
おかげさまで、今日は調子がいいんですよ。さっきリハビリで近くを散歩してきました。とても気持ちのいい陽気ですね。
Miss Sonia smiled happily as she turned to the window. Curtains hanging fluttered in the gentle breeze as the sunlight poured in and out like waves.
本当はもう日常生活には支障もないくらい回復しているんですけどね。なかなか退院させてくれなくて。主治医の先生なんか、ベッドに縛り付けておかないとどんな無茶をするかわからん。なんて言ってるんですよ。無茶はシンくんの1000倍特許なのに。
But you shouldn't try too hard, though I may not sound too convincing.
シンの言う通りです。焦らず養生してください。
二人までそんなこと言うんですね。それはまあ、二人に任せていれば、ハルモニア派は大丈夫だって信じていますけど。
そんなことないです。ソニア先生がどれだけ私たちのことを守ってくれていたのか痛感する毎日なんですから。
In fact, Miss Sonia's thoughtfulness and negotiations with other colleges helped them behind the scenes. She nodded as he showed her agreement to Arya's words.
私に戻ってきてほしいのか欲しくないのかよくわからなくなるような会話ですね。
いや、もちろん戻ってきてほしいに決まってます。でもそれはソニア先生が全開してからが一番というか。
わかってますよ。だからこうして指示に従っておとなしくベッドにいるんですから。
Sonia spoke as she lightly patted her bed sheets. Shin glanced over to the books beside her. By the way, what were you reading?
あ、これですか？
Sonia passed the leather-bound book to Shin. Complete Guide to Herbology. This is my master's.
ええ、アルベルトス様が中央におられた頃に表された本です。人家病の処方薬に関する記述が確かこの中にあったことを思い出したので。
Corrosion disease. Shin turned to face Arya. The two saw Miss Sonia's medical records and knew she had symptoms of that illness. Of course, she should have been informed by her doctor as well. The main reason why Miss Sonia's hospitalization was extended was not due to her injuries, but because the dust level inside her was not stabilizing. As an alchemist, it was natural for her to research the corrosion disease herself.
それにしても、アルベルトス様は偉大な方ですね。人家病の症例がまだそれほど多くなかった頃に、ここまで具体的な治療法に迫っているなんて。
何か参考になるものありましたか？
ええ、この辺りの薬草なら取り寄せもできるし、症状を抑える対処療法として使えそうです。一時退院の許可が出たら自分で調合してみようかと。
Then, in the meantime, I can formulate it for you.
本当ですか？でも、シン君忙しいんじゃ。
That's why I need you to come back as soon as possible, Miss Sonia. Also, if it's medicine to prevent corrosion, there's never too much.
エンリちゃんやナムタルちゃんもソニア先生のお薬だって聞いたら張り切ると思いますよ。
そうでしょうか。では、せっかくですし、お願いしようかしら。
Of course. Shin puffed his chest, happy to be relied on by Miss Sonia. After chatting for about 20 minutes, the two left the hospital room. As they walked through the halls, Shin and Arya discussed the medicinal herbs.
さっきソニア先生の前では言わなかったけど、父さんの研究には続きがあったよね。
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that with you. After leaving the capital and building a monastery in the forest, Albertus continued his research in alchemy. Since leaving the academy, he was able to deepen his studies, and also included studies on the corrosion disease. Shin remembered how there were detailed data on medicinal herbs in his master's notebook.
人家病の研究はあの本を記した時よりもだいぶ進んでる。今ならもっと効果のある抑制剤も作れるかもしれない。
Growing medicinal herbs on the soil contaminated by the dust, right? When I was around, it was almost safe to be used, but after the large-scale oblivion, the environment in the forest changed.
土壌の汚染が悪化してたら、せっかくの薬草も枯れちゃったかもしれないのね。
That's why I didn't say anything in front of Miss Sonia. I didn't want to give her false hope. Also, if Miss Sonia found out we'd be going to a contaminated area for her, she would have stopped us.
でも私はソニア先生の助けになりたい。多少の危険を冒してもやってみる価値はあるでしょ。シンだって同じ考えじゃない。
As if she read Shin's mind, he nodded firmly. Miss Sonia asked us to formulate the medicine for her. She didn't specify where and which medicinal herbs to use.
薬草園のあるアリアドネの森まで採取に行っても問題ないって理屈ね。
Alright, let's get prepared and leave immediately. First, we better head to the Master's Monastery. Albertus' monastery was unfortunately empty. Therefore, the two attached a letter on a pigeon they kept in the yard. Normally, carrier pigeons would have a homing instinct and return, but Master Albertus' pigeons were bred to be followers and fly to their master's location.
これで父さんとは連絡が取れるはずだけど。
But if we don't know when he'll be back, we may lose a lot of time.
父さんには悪いけど、書斎を調べさせてもらおっか。
I hope we don't get in trouble later.
一緒にフィールドワークに行ってたシーンなら心当たりあるでしょ。
Well, yeah. Shin apologized to his master in his mind and began rummaging through the study. From the piles of unorganized papers, he searched for the latest information on medicinal herbs. Here, I've been to this medicinal herb garden.
ダストに汚染された土壌の？
I didn't know back then, but it looked like he tried various ways of blending the dust into fertilizer. Except, this area should be affected by the large-scale oblivion. As expected, the medicinal herb garden may be corroded. If the contamination was critical, it might be a ways to go.
でも薬草の品種改良が父さんの計画通りならダストへの耐性も上がってるんでしょ。
You're saying the herbs may be alive in the contamination?
行ってみる価値はあるんじゃないかな。
Since we came all the way here, I guess we can check. He figured this would happen and was prepared with investigation equipment. Shin was inclined to agree with Arya's idea of heading to the herb garden. Now that it's been decided, let's get going.
準備は OK？ それじゃあ出発しましょう。
Okay, this map looks similar to something we've been through already. This looks like one of the farming maps, actually.
私たちならやれて当然なのだわ。
ここで少しリラックス。
よかった、見つけたのね。
まあ、ざっとこんなものね。
もらっていきましょう。
Okay, 6 spiritual mercury is not the same as the
ちょ
farming
っ
map
と
though.
待って、なんかある。
Extremo mustard? What the Huh? What is that? What is this? Merged item. Super duper hot pepper. Oh, it's for this. Spicy bento. Those rocks, those by even the These parties resistance against instant death. Oh shit, what the what the hell? Extremo pepper. Kinda freaking
自分の信念をどこまでも貫くまで。
I'll have to go through the dust here. This one.
錬金術の奥義は戦いにも通じているんだ。
よくわかんないけど、これいいものか？
やった。
Oops.
私たちならやれて当然なのだわ。よかった、見つけたのね。
錬金術の奥義は戦いにも通じているんだ。
ここで一息つきましょう。これが私の騎士道よ。
よかった、見つけたのね。
So that one's just the heal and dust, so we can just ignore that one.
ここで体を休めよう。
Exploring the forest became difficult, most likely due to the oblivion. But they managed to find the route and approached the medicinal herb garden.
私がいなかったら遭難していたところだね。
Says the one who made the mistake on the spiral circuit nearly went the wrong way.
そんなことないよ。少しくらい地形が変わったって、この森は私の庭みたいなものだし。
Even when you were crying when you got lost and the master had to go find you?
何よ、死んだって半泣きになりながら私の腰にしがみついてたくせに。
But I wasn't crying.
腰にしがみついたのは否定しないんだ。
Jin was at a loss for words to her harsh statement. Arya puffed her cheeks, but satisfied with Shin's reactions, a smile emerged on her lips.
なんだか懐かしいね。あの頃は錬金術の勉強を始めたばかりだっけ？
Yeah, we were out harvesting herbs for the formula. Master Alberto's homework was simple formulas. In the beginning, he prepared all the supplies in advance. But looking back, they ruined all the ingredients in a way that's almost like a joke now. That was when Arya took action and decided to fetch the ingredients and formulate them before their master noticed. In the end, we couldn't get back before it got dark and our master got super angry at us.
あれから父さんの見張りがきつくなったっけ？そのための10魔までこしらえたりして。
Speaking of which, isn't this very situation similar to that time?
そうかな。
We dug through our master's documents without permission.
でも今の私たちはもう一人前の錬金術師だよ。子供の時みたいなヘマはしないって。
I hope so. Shin shrugs. That was when they reached the point that should have been the herb garden. The look of it changed after the contamination, but Shin managed to find a species that looked like his master's medicinal herb within the grass. Arya, it's this.
よかった、枯れてない。やっぱり人化に耐性ができてたんだ。
Arya spoke happily before rushing over to the medicinal herb.
これならきっと抑制剤も効能のあるものが作れる。ね、シン。ここまで来た甲斐あったでしょ？
Wait, Arya, we shouldn't get too close so easily. Something seems odd.
Huh?
Just as Arya turned to face Shin, the herbs also began to rustle at the same time. As if the vine had its own will, it coiled around Arya's limbs.
何？
Arya! Shin quickly extended his blade and chopped off the vine that captured Arya. He quickly grabbed hold of her as she fell.
シン！何が起こってるの？
It's an ash demon. The medicinal herb morphed into an ash demon.
嘘！
Perhaps growing in the dust had a negative effect. The herbs were bred to resist the contamination and not turn into dust, but instead transformed into ash demons.
どうするの？
You have to slay it. The grass ash demon targeted the two of them and extended tentacles from all angles. Shin and Arya had no choice but to get into battle mode. They just one-shot the whole thing. Phew, we're finally done. After chopping the root that appeared from the ground, the grass ash demon finally became quiet. Shin let out a sigh of relief.
触手が足に巻きついてる。まだちょっと動いてるよ。
Stay put, I'll undo it.
そんなところまで食い込んで。
Come on, don't move. Oh, hey. While fighting Arya who squirmed, Shin managed to get the tentacle off.
もうなんで私ばっかり。シン見た？
Well, I couldn't help but to.
そう言いながら食い入るように覗き込んでる視線を感じたんだけど。
You must be imagining things. More importantly, what should I do with this? Shin was holding the weakened tentacle. It was the remains of the medicinal herb that turned into an ash demon.
どうするって何が？
After touching it, I noticed that only the parts on the ground have turned into an ash demon and the vines are just normal plants.
普通のこんなうねうねぴょるぴょる動いてるのに？
Its nature is a bit different, but I think we can still use it as an herb. Of course, we'd have to investigate it back at the monastery first.
シン、このぴょるぴょるを材料にするつもり？
That's why I asked what should I do. After staring at each other for a moment, they both began to speak. About this.
二人だけの秘密ね。
With the medicinal herb obtained, Shin and Arya quickly returned to the monastery. Upon returning, they began to blend the medicine. Using Master Alberto's research papers as a reference, they aimed to create an elixir to suppress the corrosion symptoms. Phew, now we just brew it and solidify the essence from it.
待ってシン、念のためもう一度ダストをろ過しておきましょう。
But if we do it too much, will the effect of the medicine get weaker?
大丈夫。それを避けるための方法があるの。分離剤はこっちで作っておくから。
Okay, you'll use the alchemy egg, right? Here you go.
ありがとう。なんだか久しぶりだね、こういうの。
What does? Shin turned to Arya, who had a joyful smile.
ほら、こうやって二人で話し合って相談しながら調合するのってちょっと懐かしくない？昔を思い出すっていうか。
Well, I guess we'll be working on our own projects at the Academy's workshops, but when I work with you, I feel like I get more work done.
お互いやり方を知ってるからね。呼吸が合ってるんじゃないかな。
I guess so.
ちょっと嬉しいかも。私たちそれぞれ成長したはずだけど、今でもそういうところは変わってないのって。
We both learned the basics of alchemy here. While the master watched, we had many trials and errors together. The consistent bubbling sound from the flask was heard. As he smelled the bitter yet sweet aroma from the herbs, he felt his mind grow naturally relaxed. I think I get what you're trying to say. I really like the times we spent like this.
シン。
The two just naturally gazed at each other. It was mildly embarrassing, but they were afraid to look away. Arya's cheeks were flushed as she smiled. Just as her lips opened to say something, the flask boiled over before words came out.
ああ、いけない。
Are you okay?
うっかりしてたよ。
Arya wiped the sweat off her forehead, glad that she didn't ruin the ingredients. Let's take a short break.
そうだね。ああ、だったら私たちの部屋に行かない？
Sure, I assume the master left your room as is. Urged by Arya, Shin headed to her old room. Invited in, he plopped down on the bed next to her.
懐かしいね。1年ちょっと前までここで寝起きしていたはずなのに、なんだかずいぶん昔みたいに感じるよ。
Yeah, was it this narrow? I thought it was bigger.
それだけシンが成長したってことかな。こんな小さくて可愛かったのにね。
Arya gestured Shin's former height. Shin pouted. Arya, you were tiny too.
なーによ、お姉ちゃんに向かって生意気なところは変わらないね。
The way you tried to act like a big sister hasn't changed either. Her conversation stopped. Shin peered at Arya with the corner of his eye and saw her smiling. Her profile was very calm and it didn't seem like she was insulted.
本当はね、ちょっと悩んでることがあったの。父さんと血がつながっていないって聞いて、私の本当の両親ってどんな人だったんだろうって。
Arya. While remaining seated on the child-sized bed, Arya began to mutter some words. The revelation was abrupt, but it didn't surprise Shin much. He thought it was strange to see Arya keep talking about the past. Are you planning to ask the master?
うん。でも聞いちゃうと家族でなくなっちゃうような、そんな気がして。
Family isn't just about blood. At least for me, I always cared about the master who took me in, and you, Arya.
もちろんわかってる。だからこの不安は私の弱さとか臆病さの表れかな。
Nice art. Yeah, this particular CG is like pretty nice. I'll be by your side, just like now. I always think about being close to you.
それは家族の兄弟として？
Well, no matter how naive Shin was, he knew what she meant. That was why Shin decided to ask himself. For Shin, he saw Arya as... Oh, let's go! Okay, well, obviously, I already... we're locking in, boys. I think I see you as someone special. Shin noticed how Arya took in a breath. While feeling his face turning hot from embarrassment, he continued. Of course, I do see you as my sister and family as well, but it's not only that. If you ask me what I want to do with you, this is hard for me to explain, but...
私を自分のものにしたい。
Well, I can't say right now, but... Dude, what kind of indecisive... Bro. At times like this, it's usually the woman who gets straight to the point. Arya's face was flushed, but she placed her hand on top of his. Her warmth on his hand ran through him like electrical currents.
ちょっといい気分かな。普段はこうしてつなぎ止めてないとすぐどこか行っちゃうんだから。
But didn't you leave the monastery first?
寂しかった？それで追いかけてきたんだ。
You know why I went.
嘘でもそう言ってくれたらお姉ちゃん嬉しいんだけどな。
Arya leaned over and rested her head on Shin's shoulder. With her hand still on his, Shin turned stiff and couldn't move from that position. Arya?
待って、調合が途中だったでしょ？夜にまたここで。それでいい？焦って調合失敗しないでよね。
You too. It felt like finishing the formula took an awfully long time. Shin and Arya headed to the kids' room quietly, as if they had an agreement. Oh shit! Oh, okay. The next morning, after waking up, he found breakfast ready on the table. Shin's eyes widened as a drink was offered by someone unexpected.
おはよう、シン。よく眠れたようだね。
Oh shit! Master? Why?
おかしなことを聞くね。私を呼んだのは君たちのはずだが。
Right. I tried to get in touch with a letter attached to a carrier pigeon. After that, a lot of things happened and forgot about it.
おはよう、シン。朝ごはん作ってくれたの？いい匂い。
食卓に着く前に顔くらい洗ってきなさい、アリア。
父さん。
やれやれ、二人してその反応とはひどいものだ。私は邪魔者だったかな。
Oh, he knows! Oh shit!
そんなことないよ。こんなに早く戻ってくるとは思ってなかったから。
I'm glad we were able to meet, and you even made breakfast for us.
まあ落ち着きなさい。久しぶりに家族で食卓を囲もうじゃないか。
Master. Seeing Master Albertus wasn't really angry, Shin released a sigh of relief. Soon after, the three sat down at the table and put their hands together before the meal.
いただきます。父さんの卵焼き久しぶりだ。
Why is Master's cooking so good, but Arya's flavoring always like...
シン、何か言った？
No, nothing. Ah, my eggs. Getting his food snatched away, Shin shouted in protest.
こら、行儀が悪いぞ、アリア。
だって父さんの卵焼き大好きなんだもん。これを食べられるだけでも父さんの娘でよかった。
まったく、この子は。
Albertus was scolding her verbally, but couldn't hide his kindness towards her in his words.
ほら、シンにはハムあげる。男の子にはお肉でしょ。
Fine.
好き嫌いはいけないよ、アリア。
そういうわけじゃないよ。父さんの料理みんな美味しいもの。
ところでここに来た理由だが、ただの里帰りというわけじゃないようだね。人家病の新しい抑制剤を求めて私を頼ろうとしたのかい？
How did you know that? Shin couldn't help but look at Arya when he guessed right.
書斎の形跡と調合の跡を見れば簡単に察しがつくさ。薬草園にも足を運んだのだろう。
Well,
ごめんなさい、父さん。
どうして謝るんだ？
だって薬草園はダストで汚染されてた。私たち危険だって分かってて向かったから。
we thought you'd stop us if you knew. That's why we left without your permission.
そういうことか。しかしね、アリア、シン。
Alberto smiled briefly before speaking to the two as if was trying to tell them something.
君たちはもう一人前の錬金術師だ。君たちは自分の判断で薬草園に赴き、目的を達成したのだろう。ならばそれについて私から言うべきことはないよ。
Master. Alberto's words seemed very distant, and Shin felt like he lacked something. That was when Shin noticed how he was hoping for his master to scold him somewhere in the back of his mind.
だけど同時に君たちは私の子でもある。私だけではなく君たちを心配する友や死がいるだろう。だから自分の命を安く見積もるのはやめなさい。自らの判断に責任を持つというのはそういうことなのだから。
父さん。
結局説教臭くなってしまったか。
No, that's not true. It makes me realize how immature I still am. With their master and the place to call home, Shin was reminded of the weight and importance of those he held in his heart.
そう卑下したものではないさ。君たちはよくやっている。そうだ、この抑制剤だってよくできているようだ。
それ。
What Albertus took out was the dust suppression medicine the two completed the night before. Since they left it out on the desk, he probably found it while the two slept. Alberto scrutinized it before a thoughtful smirk emerged.
アリア、シン、薬の臨床試験はまだなのだろう？
That's right. We thought of doing it after returning to the academy.
ちょうどいい。 ここで試飲して行けばいい。汚染地域から帰ってきたばかりならいいデータが取れるのではないかな。
でも
Arya's expression stiffened. That medicine was made using the squirmy tentacles herb. The sliminess and the visual stickiness were still present.
シン、どうぞ。
Huh? Oh no, please go ahead, Arya.
どうしたんだね。自分たちで調合したものだろう。それに好き嫌いはいけないと言ったろう。たとえ買い負かした薬草でもね。
父さん知ってて。
Alberto snapped his wrist and aimed for the moment Arya spoke out. The test medicine was quickly popped into Arya's mouth. A moment later, Arya held her mouth and screamed in agony.
さあ、次はシンだ。口を開けて。
Master, are you mad at us after all? For going off on our own without your permission?
何のことかな。さあ、シン、口を。
Giving up, Shin opened his mouth. Soon after, a tingling and numbing bitterness struck Shin's throat. Water! After that, Arya and Shin conversed with Albertus until noon when it was time for them to leave. Right when they were about to head out.
アリア、シン、これを持って行きなさい。
これは？
手土産だよ。いくつか森で採れた希少な素材を見繕ってある。
へえ、父さんらしい手土産だね。
Thank you, Master. Shin thanked him and accepted the package. That was when Albertus leaned in and whispered to Shin.
アリアのこと、これからも頼む。
Huh?
無理にとは言わないよ。だが、後悔のない選択をしなさい。
Satisfied, Alberto stepped away from Shin. Smiling happily, he lightly waved.
いつでも帰ってきなさい。元気でやるのだよ。
Master.
ねえ、シン。父さん、何言ってたの？
It's a secret. A secret.
何それ。なんだか怪しいな。
By the way, you didn't need to ask about your real parents?
まあ今度でいいかなって。今は父さんやシンとの間が何も変わってないって確かめられただけで十分っていうか。
Feeling refreshed, Arya's expression appeared cheerful. As the two returned to the academy, they made adjustments to the taste of the suppression medicine for drinking purposes. With the effectiveness of the medicine, the levels of Miss Sonia's corrosion disease stabilized and went to remission. Cool. Okay. That day, Shin and the others were taking part in a class about demon partners.
このようにジューマっていうのは愛情を注げば注いだ分だけ答えてくれる実に可愛いやつらなんですね。
Of course, this is the lecture that they're in, where we're interacting with Maltina. Okay.
見てくださいこの機能的なフォルム。それでいてキュートで戦場的ですらって。思わず頬ずりしたくなりますね。
The demon partner making Professor Mutsugaro crazy began to deviate the lecture into him just boasting and rambling. Right as everyone began to lose interest, the college bell rang.
もう時間ですか。これからが面白いところだったのに残念ですね。では皆さん、ジューマの組成式についてレポートを仕上げておくように。
Sigh. Professor Mutsugaro is always like this.
相変わらず素晴らしい講義でしたわ。教授の10魔に対する熱意、愛が溢れてらっしゃいます。
Well, I agree with you about that, but problem was how his love was so intense that not many people can keep up with him. You sure love all demon partners, not just friend.
私が錬金術師を志したのはフレンに感動したからですの。あの感動を自らの手でと考えるのは当然ですわ。
Friend was a demon partner who inherited the memories and appearance of Maltina's late brother. The bond between the two surpassed the normal master-servant relationship. Finn was also aware that Maltina was pouring her love into demon partners as a whole.
けれどどうもうまくいかないんですのよね。どうしてなのかしら。
You mean composing the demon partners?
ええ、術式の構文は間違っていないはずなんですけど。
Do you mind showing it to me?
いいんですの？
Maltina's expression lit up. She waved her ether gear, the baton, and projected the spell in the air.
これなんですけれど。
Now, this is a complex spell.
分野によってブロック分けしていますの。これは演算処理系の術式で、こちらには容姿に関する情報がありますわ。
I see. Generally, a composition spell is a description of what kind of demon partner you want to create. Alchemists draw out a design based on their skills and goals to create a demon partner. Depending on their purpose, they can be servants, guards, helpers in research, and more. Demon partners have a wide variety of quirks. The compositional spell Maltina wrote was, if you can make this, they would have the potential of a god or an ancient class.
私の望む、私の最高傑作ですもの。究極華麗な銃までなければいけませんわ。
But this is a bit too much. It was like cramming an entire mural into a single canvas. There was no room for play, and the smallest flaw could make the whole thing fall apart. How about you leave a little more room for growth? What if the design the individual can optimize itself through its own judgment?
それも考えましたけど、各要素が極めて高レベルで成り立っているためにバランスを崩しにくいんですの。
If I mess with it, I guess there's a chance the equation will fall apart. This is tough.
ええ、そうなんですの。でも困難なことは承知の上ですわ。いつか必ず実現してみせますわ。
Creating a new generation of gods, you'd leave your name in history.
新世代の創新、マスター・マルチナ・リーベ。いい響きですわね。
I know you can do it, Maltina. Shin placed his hand on her shoulder and smiled. Something wrong?
なんでもありませんわ。よかったね、姉さん。シンさんが応援してるって。フレン、いつからいたんですの？さっきからね。もうお昼だから。シンさん、一緒に食べませんか？
Sure, but I need to go buy some food.
そう言うと思って、お弁当を作ってきました。
What? For me?
はい。シンさんとお昼ご一緒したいなって思ったから。
Oh, I feel bad making you prepare lunch.
そんなことないですよ。2人分も3人分も手間は変わらないですから。フレン、それで今朝は妙に張り切ってたんですわね。さあ、行きましょう。のんびりしてたらいい場所取られちゃいます。
Oh, yeah. Brian took his hand as the two began to walk. Maltina followed right behind.
フレンったらあんなに積極的に。肩に触れられただけでうろたえていた私が滑稽じゃありませんの。
They all headed to the courtyard. By the fountain, they sat around the homemade lunch friend made. Wow, that looks amazing and delicious.
このだし巻き卵、自信作なんですよ。
ふわふわになるようにって何度も挑戦してやっと納得した一品なんです。
It's great. It's melting in my mouth.
よかった。遠慮しないでもっと食べてください。あ、これもどうぞ。
Yeah, thanks, but I can eat on my own. Shin eventually opened his mouth. His friend offered it with his chopsticks. He felt oddly embarrassed being watched while he chewed.
フレンったらあんなにはしゃいで、いつものお弁当より明らかに力が入ってるではありませんの。
シンさんに食べてもらおうと思ってちょっと張り切りすぎちゃったかな。
But I'm happy. Is this apple a bunny? Oh, is this shape?
あ、実はエンリをイメージしてて、わかりますか？ここが羽で。
Yeah, I can see it. I like how you got creative with it.
ありがとうございます。
Looking happy, friend smiled.
弟の女子力が怖いですわ。あら？フレンは弟でしたわよね。それとも妹だったかしら。なんだかだんだん自信が。
This girl. Friend let out a dry laugh as Martina held her head and began contemplating seriously.
ですがこれは姉として負けていられませんわね。シンに対しフレンにばかりポイントを稼がせているわけにはいきませんわ。
What?
姉さん、別に勝負ってわけじゃ。
いいえ。シンにはハルモニア派より私たちを選んでもらわなければなりませんもの。これは純然たる勝負ですわ。
Upon saying that, she began to think once again.
そうですわね。フレンは女子力なら、私は大人の女性としての魅力、セクシーさで勝負ですわ。
What? Huh? I feel like this side story should have been like much earlier, before the whole conspiracy thing. But I guess back then also they had the issue of her like just completely like blindly supporting Johan. So I don't, bro. Okay, this is so weird. What?
セクシーって。
Are we gonna get Martina ASMR? What the fuck? Martina blew into Shin's ear cheekily. Wait, Martina, not here.
姉さん、シンさんが困ってるよ。
フレン、余計なことは言わなくていいんですの？それとも私の足を引っ張ろうというの？
そういうつもりじゃないけどさ。
Hey, why are you inviting me like this? That was something he genuinely wondered. Martina looked puzzled at Shin's question.
そんなの決まってますわ。あなたの錬金術師としての資質を評価しているからですわよ。
But if it's talented alchemists, there should be plenty in the academy. The Marta College must have disciples who are valued by Professor Johan.
それはそうですけれど。
Martina suddenly faltered. On her behalf, friend answered Shin's question.
他の錬金術師に比べて、シンさんはちょっと違うんです。だから多分、姉さんはそこに惹かれていて、僕も同じなんですけど。
Oh shit, wait. Wait, does friend have a root? Wait, are we actually bi, bro? Holy shit. Yo, let's go. What the fuck, man? Different? Like where?
うまく言えないんですけど、錬金術師として純粋っていうか、学派同士の関係とかにあまりこだわらないし、自分が成果を上げることよりソシエのためにって 僕、すごくいいなって思います。シンさんと一緒なら僕も同じようになれるかなって。だって僕や姉さんがこうしているのもシンさんの影響だから。ちょっと前までライバル学派と協力するなんてちっとも考えられなかったし。
Also, I feel like there's an inconsistency here. If he's saying this, if he's saying all this after the events of the main story where he was caught by Professor Johann, this might not actually be what he means. There might be something else under this. Friend.
あら、気のせいかまたポイントを取られたような。
Martina.
でもフレンの言う通りですわ。ですからシン、私たちと一緒に。
Sorry, I'm grateful you think that way and I appreciate the invite. Shin lightly shook his head.
やっぱりハルモニア派が大切ですか？
Alright, I guess that's another thing. I guess Johann wants access to the Philosopher's Stone. So this might also be like a way for them to get him in, is to go through Friend. Yeah, you'll purify the heinous gods and collect the primordial elements. We just got started.
なら私たちの個人的な同志ということでも構いませんわ。だから私と手を携えて。
Now it was Shin's turn to look confused. He looked at Martina seriously before muttering, I totally thought we did. I always thought you were my comrades. I thought you were my friends. Well, a lot went on between us in the Marla College, but I respect you two as alchemists, so if anything is troubling you, I want to help you, too. That's why you two are my allies. The dumbfounded look on both of them. The two stared at Shin, stunned. There was some time before they began speaking again.
一つ聞いてもよろしくて？
Sure.
もし私たちが本当に困っていて、シンがそれを手伝ってくれることでマルドゥック派の利になる場合、シンはどうするんですの？
Well, Shin crossed his arm and searched for an answer in his mind. I wouldn't help you if you sacrificed the gods or heinous gods or put the Harmonia College in a tight spot. But I know you won't ask me to help you guys do stuff like that. Even if something does just benefit the Marta College, I'll still do what I can.
本当にお人よしですわね。でも、シンさんらしい真摯な答えだと思います。
By the way, since you two asked me in such a manner, are you really having issues somewhere?
ええ、それは。
Tell me about it. Maybe I can assist in some way.
シン。
Martina and Friend exchanged glances before speaking the truth.
実は他でもないドールのことなんですの。
Dolls?
ええ、動力の問題と言ったらわかりますかしら？
Right, they were looking for an alternative power source that didn't require the Aeneas gods. Power. The dolls used the crystals harvested from the Aeneas gods as a source of energy, right?
そしてそのために捕獲した家臣をプラント化しています。そのことにあなたやハルモニア派が憤りを感じているのも承知していますわ。ヨハン教授はそれが必要な処置であり効率的な手法だと考えていらっしゃいます。私もこれまであまり疑問などは感じてこなかったのですが。
But now, do you think differently?
ハルモニア派の研究によって家臣浄化の方法が確立されたんですもの。話は変わってきますわ。家臣、送信を犠牲とせずに済むならその方がいいと。 そのために姉さんは家臣の人象に代わる動力源として魔導電池を考案したんです。
A magic battery, a source of energy that doesn't use a heinous god.
だけどヨハン教授には必要ないと一蹴されてしまって、僕たちだけじゃ電池を完成できないから。
So that's why you wanted me to join you guys. Du looked at him with sullen eyes. Shin let out a sigh. You didn't need to be so distant. If that's the case, you should have asked me earlier.
シンさん、じゃあ
Yeah, I'll help too. Making a magic battery sounds fun.
感謝しますわ。シン、よろしくお願いします。
Martina and friend both held his hand. They were both pressing against his arm, and that caught sight of many awkward eyes. You two are exaggerating it. I'm curious too. Think of it as thanks for the lunch.
僕、シンさんのためなら毎日でもお弁当を作ります。でしたら私はディナーに招いてもよろしくてよ。
Martina continued to get competitive against friend's girl power. Shin chuckled dryly as he finished eating the rest. His mind was fully occupied by the theory of the magic battery. This sort of looks like another farming map. It's kind of using... some of these map layouts are definitely like overlapping in my eyes. They're kind of looking the same already.
よし、この調子でいこ
う。いいもの拾っちゃった。日頃の研鑽の成果出てたかな。ねえねえ、これっていいものかしら。自分の信念をどこまでも貫くまで。
なんか拾ったぞ。
Oh, in the... is it in the Discord? No.
よかった。見つけたのね。
It's kind of weird that they have like that timer for that, where like they join and then they wait and then before they they do the spamming, dude. Like actually insane. Like they have the timer on for the because I imagine all of that's like automated too, right? So god damn, dude. They even thought of the
ここ
timer.
なら安心して休めるのだわ。
Peterna's dead. Fucking oh man.
日頃の研鑽の成果出てたかな。ねえねえ、これっていいものかしら。
How do you prove that I'm not a bot? I don't know. I can't really, but like, yeah.
よし、この調子でいこう。
It is what it is.
大丈夫だぞ。敵の匂い消えた。ここなら安心して休めるのだわ。よかった、見つけたのね。
ねえねえ、これっていいものかしら。
Wait. We just got Rosane ore and holy blue cloth, which means we can start crafting holy blue cloth now. Okay. Yeah, that's the very first one. Do I have anything that actually uses holy blue cloth though? I'm gonna guess like if it's probably like the A plus equipment.
もらっていきましょう。なんか拾ったぞ。
まあざっとこんなものね。ここで休憩タイムね。あ、ここ何かあるよ。
Battery stone. I'm guessing there's a key item. Yeah, it's a key item.
今回も大活躍だったね。
Oh shit. Feelings of gratitude. Requires the magic battery. Okay, so we have to craft. We have some. It looks like an actual battery, like our version of a battery. What the? Okay, fair enough. Battery stores energy. Slightly increase your charge attack accumulation. Okay. Then requires another battery stone and Rosane ore and King's water. I also have to craft this one. Slightly increase party's resistance against instant death. Spice 99 Bento. A biohazard created from the pursuit of spiciness increases party's resistance against instant death. Okay. High dragon meat. Wait, so there's dragon meat and then there's high dragon meat? What the fuck? And then we need another extremo mustard. Cool. Okay. Interesting. Interesting items here. But that's another material we can craft with the holy blue cloth. Take a save. While putting his gauntlets on, he checked the conductivity of the liquid metal. The blade set was a standard type. Positioning his arms, he got into position before facing the opponent ahead. I'm ready anytime.
結構ですわ。では模擬戦開始。
Maltina's personal doll, Karina, began to glide like a ballerina on ice with its sleek body. She dodged, drew back, and fended off the smooth attacks. Maltina's doll control is amazing. Her moves are hard to read. But I won't lose. Sensing a gap between her moves, he immediately went to attack. Swapping his gauntlet and blade to attack and defend, he tried to outwit his opponent. It seems like Karina had similar fighting ideas. If Shin made a careless move, she would take advantage of it and make things difficult for him. In a one-on-one battle, Shin would have had a disadvantage due to his limited physical strength. But the movement slowed down. Now I can. Blade set. Ha! He pictured how Solace used her rapier to strike. In a breath, he dove toward the doll and delivers a painful blow. Karina's body bent back and was blasted away.
そこまでですわ。さすがにやりますわね、シン。
You too, Maltina. In the last moment, you tossed Karina back to ease the impact, didn't you? If it were a real battle, the match wouldn't be over yet. There was a chance the tables would have turned from here.
謙遜するのは結構ですが、それは難しかったと思いますわよ。
Why is that? Shin tilted his head, wondering at her surprisingly condemning attitude.
今、模擬戦をしてみて確信したのですが、魔導電池のエネルギー効率に問題がありますの。長時間の戦闘起動には向かないんですわ。
Speaking of which, her movements did suddenly falter. Karina's movements today weren't as sharp as they were during the duel. If the reason behind that was due to the magical battery, that would make sense. I see. I thought it worked, but I guess it failed.
いいえ、道路を稼働状態に持っていけるだけ大したものですわよ。ここからどう改良して一戦で使えるようにしていくかは私の工夫次第ですわ。
Are you saying you're planning to complete the magic battery on your own?
真の行為に甘えてばかりはいられませんもの。助言を求めたりはするかもしれませんが、必ず自力でやり遂げてみせますわ。
I understand. If that's the case, the foundation of the magic battery was complete at this state. How that would be optimized for the dolls and made practical would be up to Maltina.
それにしても、真には本当にお世話になりましたわ。魔導電池の開発がここまでこぎつけられたのは真のおかげですの。貴重な時間を使って私たちを手伝ってくださった真には何かお礼をしなければなりませんわね。
It's quite alright. I had fun too, so you don't need to worry.
そういうわけにはいきませんわ。お礼の一つもなしでは私の保険に関わります。ですので、そうですわね。今度日を改めて私とそので
Maltina suddenly started to fidget while gazing up at him.
オードに買い出しなどあれば付き合って差し上げますわ。貧乏なハルモニア派のことですから、実験器具や素材にも困っているのでしょ。
Shopping. Speaking of which, Arya did say she wanted the latest Athanor model. Athanor, alchemy furnace, was essential equipment when blending medicine and creating formulas, but with the lack of budget, the Harmonia College was using an older model for a long time.
そのくらいお安いご用ですわ。私のポケットマネーでアリアさんをギャフンと言わせるのも一興ですわね。
Wait, I can't have you buy something that expensive.
ダメですの？
Maltina clearly looked upset. Well, it might be nice to go shopping together.
ですわよね。ではもとい買い出しに行くということでよろしいですわね。
Sure, friends coming too, right? Maltina's expression suddenly clouded. After a short pause, she forced a smile as she nodded.
もちろんですわ。フレンも交えてみんなで買い出しに行きましょう。はあ、結局こうなるんですわね。
Shin did not understand the meaning behind Maltina's sigh. Then came the day they promised to go out.
シンさん。
As Shin walked down the hall, he was stopped by a friend who should have been waiting for him at the plaza. Good morning, friend. Weren't we supposed to meet at the plaza?
おはようございます、シンさん。そのことなんですけど、僕行けなくなっちゃって。
Huh? You can't join us to go shopping?
はい、ごめんなさい。姉さんの気持ちを考えたら、僕。
Maltina's feelings? Shin repeated his words as friend gave him a look of accusal.
シンさん、本当に何も気づいていないんですか？こんなこと
僕が言うべきじゃないのかもしれませんけど、姉さん、シンさんとデートがしたかったんですよ。
You're really gonna just throw her under the bus. Okay.
だけど姉さん、ああいう性格だから素直になれなくて、それで。
Friend. He was surprised, but somehow he was convinced. Thinking back, Maltina did act a bit odd the other day. She didn't mention friend once until he brought his name up. Then, friend, you're going to excuse yourself for Maltina?
姉さんにはヨハン教授に用事を言いつけられたと説明してあります。だからジンさんは遠慮せず姉さんとデートを楽しんできてください。二人が仲良くなれば僕も嬉しいですから。あとこれ。
Friend smiled and handed Shin a boxed lunch.
ちゃんと二人分ありますから、姉さんと一緒に召し上がってくださいね。
Oh shit. Thanks, friend. I feel like I'm always troubling you.
その分、姉さんに優しくしてあげてください。ああ見えて、すごく乙女なところがあって、傷つきやすいんですから。
Yeah, I'll try.
二人が今よりもっと仲良くなれば、僕も嬉しいです。ちょっと、寂しい気もしますけど。
Friend? Shin noticed friend's eyes swaying sadly. But just as Shin tried to get a better look, friend waved his hand and turned around. Actually, hold on.
それじゃあ僕はここで。ファイトですよ、シンさん。
It was a little early, but Maltina was already at the designated location. Noticing Shin, she waved happily. Sorry, did you wait?
いいえ、今来たところですわ。おはよう、シン。
Good morning, Maltina.
それで、フレンのことなんですけれど。
He can't join us today, right? I bumped into him over there and he told me to take care of you today.
そうなんですの。フレンが。
Yeah. Their conversation was cut off. Before the silence turned awkward, the two smiled. Oh, alright, let's get going.
そうですわね。行きましょう。
The two head off as they made their way into the capital. The distance between the two was vague. Unsure whether it was a date or just shopping, they simply went along with their planned schedule. Thanks for waiting, Maltina. Okay, let's go to the next shop.
あら、ハルモニア派はここの試薬を使っているんですわね。
Taking the small medicine bottle he just bought, Maltina muttered. The Marta College doesn't?
私たちはいつもリーベ家お抱えの靴師から取り寄せですから。でもたまには他のところもいいかもしれませんわね。
If you'd like, I'll give you one.
今日は深夜のお礼を兼ねてますのに、こちらが贈り物をもらうわけにはいきませんわ。
You're oddly polite sometimes. Maltina gave the bottle back to Shin, but before Shin can grab it, her fingers slipped. Watch out! Shin reflexively bended down and caught the bottle before it crashed onto the ground. Maltina also extended her hand at the same time and... The two of them found themselves with their hands on top of each other. Maltina's cheeks slightly flushed.
ごめんなさい。私の不注意でしたわ。
No, I'm glad it didn't break. With her cheeks still red, Maltina tried to quickly move away. That was when Shin grabbed hold of her wrist.
何ですの？
Oh, well... It was a spur-of-the-moment act he did without much thought. Confused, Shin tried to find the right words. Want to hold hands and walk? See, there's a bunch of people, so that way we won't get lost. Oh, shit!
小さな子供でもあるまいし、そんな心配はいりませんわ。
Really? Okay then, sorry.
けれど。
Just as Shin tried to withdraw his hand, somehow Maltina began to panic and gripped his hand back.
シンがどうしてもと言うなら、繋いであげてもよろしくてよ。
What the hell is this? Okay then.
しっかりエスコートするんですのよ。
I'll do my best. From the embarrassment, they couldn't face each other. Feeling the warmth of their hands, they strolled the city.
私たち市政の者たちにはどのように見えるのかしら。
Don't ask that. Don't say that now. An alchemist's apprentice, maybe?
そういうことではなくて、今の私たちの様子のことですわ。二人で並んで手をつないで歩いているでしょ。
Why is she voicing her own self-consciousness? A young couple, I guess? Bro, you did not just drop it like that, bro. In actuality, a few people that passed looked at them and smiled happily as they watched the two. They might think the scholars from the academy were on a date during their holiday.
カップル、そう見えますわよね、やっぱり。
You don't like that?
いいえ、そんなこと。
Maltina quickly denied it and then turned her gaze towards Shin.
シンはどうなんですの？その、私と恋人同士に見られたら。
Well, I'd be happy, though I fear I'd make a bad impression.
確かに名家出身の私とシンでは釣り合いが取れないかもしれませんわね。でも自信を持ちなさい。あなたはその生まれの差を自らの才覚で埋めているんですから。だから。
Maltina patted her chest before letting out a light cough.
しみったれた田舎者だとか未開の辺境出身だとか、そんな風に自分を卑下することはありませんわよ。
Bro, he did not even mention that, bro. I never said that much.
シンは優れた錬金術師ですわ。英知を持ち、好奇心にあふれて、他者にはないひらめきがある。自信を持ちなさい。あなたはこの私に立派に釣り合いますわ。部外者が何か言おうとも、私はそれを知っていますもの。
What is this girl saying? Maltina.
つまり何を言いたいかと言いますと。
Maltina turned redwards again and held Shin's hand. Pulling herself closer, she clung on to make them look more like lovers. Oh, shit.
カップル冗談ですわ。
What?
何をうろたえているんですの、シン。あなたは男らしくエスコートしてくださらないと。
Sure. Then how about the grocery? I mean the botanical garden. Maybe we can find some medicinal plants while we see the flowers.
結構ですわ。
The two continued the date while deviating from their original plan. On their way back, they made a slight detour and came to a grassy field between the capital and the academy. Finding a place to sit, they had a late lunch. This homemade lunch by friend sure is great.
朝早くから張り切っていましたもの。あの子も来ればよかったのに。
Oh, about that, Maltina. Shin tried to explain to her about his exchange with friend. He somehow failed to mention it until now.
わかってますわ。フレンの差し金なのでしょ。
Friend's plan? Maltina, you knew?
あの子が何を考えてるかくらいわかりますわ。まあ最近は少し例外もありますけど。
Taking a bite out of the side dish made by friend, Maltina spoke up.
私たちが二人きりになれるよう配慮してくれたんですわよね。
Yeah, he said it was a date. I got quite conscious after being told.
まあデートらしくなっていたのではないかしら。今もこんな風にお弁当を挟んでそれっぽいでしょ。
That's a good idea, though it seems like friend set this whole thing up.
せっかくのお膳立てなら乗ってみるのも一興ですわ。
Maltina used her fork to pick up the lettuce and ham. She then brought that over to Shin's mouth.
こうすればもっとカップルらしいですわ。ほら、シン。
Sure. He opened his mouth as told. As Shin chewed, Maltina stared intently.
おいしい？
Yeah, here, let me. As if it were a trade, he offered a different side dish. Turning bright red, she opened her mouth like a baby bird and accepted it. Do you like it?
しかしこれはカップルというよりバカップルにシフトしてきたような。だんだん恥ずかしさが増してきましたわ。殿方とこんな戯れ、子供の頃のセレストのおままごと以来ですわ。いえ、セレスは最初から女の子なのですから、実質これが初体験。
Maltina held her cheeks as she shook her head while remaining stunned. But you started it.
そうですわね。これでは自爆ですわ。ここまで計算していたとしたら、フレン、侮りがたしですわ。
I doubt Friend would have imagined something like this would happen.
ええ。でも、だいぶ変わったと思いますわ。あの子も。
That was when Shin noticed Maltina was gazing into the distance, straightening her surroundings. She had a slightly melancholic look.
いつの間にか、こんなに上手にお料理を作るようになって、気遣いも覚えて。姉としては、寂しいような誇らしいような、複雑な心境ですわね。
The traits of a demon partner. He must have grown into something different than what the alchemist originally designed. But this was a good choice too. If I knew it was gonna end up like this, especially with that part where Friend went through all that trouble to get them to go on this date, man, I should have just went for the good option on everyone else's side stories as well. Instead of just singling out Arya. Like, god damn it, man. Because at this point, I'm gonna say yes to her too. Like, fucking... Because I feel bad. After what Friend said, like, bro, I would feel bad if I denied her now, right? Like, bruh. If Friend did not talk to me at the start of this story scene, like, I would have, like, kept focus on Arya, but no. Let's get what was said. How far back? That was pretty far back at the start of this scene. Well, it doesn't even go that far back. But basically, right, like Shin thought that Friend was gonna join, and then just before Shin met with them outside, Friend told Shin that this was supposed to be a date, and that and that even though his sister is like that, she is still like her emotions are still like delicate. She's basically like a delicate maiden inside, even though she talks like that.
そういえばシン、前に言っていましたわね。ジューマの成長について自己判断できる余地を残すって。それってつまりこういうことなのかもしれませんわ。人間と変わらない個性の発露。それがフレンの望んだことなのだとしたら。
Maltina looked rather sad in Shin's eyes. When he called her name, she smiled at him almost out of courtesy.
何でもありませんわ。シン、それより。
Maltina lowered her voice. To pick up her words, Shin unconsciously leaned in closer to her.
買い出しも終わり、あとは戻るだけ。私たちのデートももう終わりですわね。でも たさえよろしければ、もう少し。
Maltina? Shin realized what she was trying to imply. He thought back to the time he spent with her today and asked himself, Shin. Oh shit! Bro! No! Oh man, I feel bad if I go with the can't stay any longer. Oh man. I should not have denied like Henry and Celeste before in their scenes. God damn it, dude. I want to stay with you longer too.
本当ですの？
Yeah, so if you don't mind. Shin hesitated first to say anything further, but coming this far he figured it's the same. Bro! Right out the gate? Do you want to come over to my room? Are you serious? Bro! That's so fast, bro. What the fuck? You noticed Maltina gasped slightly. It just cuts there. That's crazy, dude. What the I'm tempted to like load back to Oh man, I don't know if I saved some of the at the choices though. Oh, but that would be like a really far load back, right? I think it's the Thunder Cannon. It's either the Thunder Cannon or like Nostalgia. It might be Nostalgia actually. Johan now has data. Fuck no. We're at... Oh wait, actually that bumped it up pretty high. It's a 66.2. What the fuck? Wait. Is the progress slightly lower because I denied the other two? Oh fuck. Oh no. Well, I have like... What is this? 15? Yeah, I have like 15 minutes, so if I try and start this, I don't know when we'd be able to like stop. So I guess we can just end early. I could check out this new farming map, I guess, before we end. But actually nah, I think we'll end early. Just so I can like drop into the streamer bot Discord and then like talk about how it actually wasn't fixed. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We made some progress. We also unlocked we unlocked 2 farming maps. The timing on like the unlocking the farming maps is like kind of weird. There's like a huge gap between Dungeon 5 and then 6 and 7. But yeah, I'll do some farming, a little bit of farming off stream. I'll see if I'm gonna have access to some materials, some of the later game materials from the farming map, although it's not likely, so I probably won't be able to get upgrades all the way to everyone else's B rank gear, because I don't know if the desert's gonna have dragon meat. That's the one we're missing for the other equipment, but we can upgrade, I think we can upgrade Maltina's and Friends equipment, I guess. And then maybe Sonia's, although I'm not really sure when Sonia's gonna come back to the team, so I kinda don't know. But yeah. We got again my t-shirt and plaque. Alright, you got that award, right? Cool. Is it shiny? I hope it's shiny. Anyway, we'll continue this next Thursday. For our next stream on Saturday, we'll be continuing our Victory 3 portion of the Batu Half campaign. We're gonna like start cleaning up the borders over in Siberia, because the border over there is like whack as hell. And then we'll see what else we can do with Benin for cutting them down. Also, I have to like claim that portion of North Africa that's under the control of the French. And then I'll see if I can lower my other subjects' autonomy enough that I can bring them all down to puppet levels. So I can like start taking their states that have the gold mines. Anyway. Thanks to Steel and Spar for dropping by. And for everyone else, wherever, whenever you're watching from, whether it's live with the VOD, whether it's on YouTube or on Switch, have a good day or night. Take care. And I'll see you on Saturday for some Victoria 3. I'm gonna go drop by to the StreamerBot Discord so I can like show the screenshots of the thing not working again. Great.